Well, hey guys, let's talk about eye creams that tighten the under eye area and smooth out under eye bags. I know what you're thinking, who the heck is this today? Where is Dr. Dray? It is me, you guys, it is me. I'm not a hologram today. But specifically, I wanted to talk about the Peter Thomas Roth Instant FIRMx Temporary Eye Tightener. Wow, that is a long name, so I had to check my notes. I see a lot of people on social media sharing this product. They'll get on like Instagram stories, TikTok, YouTube, and show it in action. They'll put it on, and as it dries on the skin, their under eye bags smooth out, and it looks amazing, right? This work, it's an ingredient called sodium silicate. This is a mineral salt. As this dries on the surface of the skin, it has a tightening effect that, as the name of the product implies, is in fact temporary. It can just smooth out the skin surface just kind of by tightening and drying down and tightening things up. If you have dark under eye circles, you may notice that they appear less prominent as a result of this product too, just because it's kind of tightening everything down and smoothing out the under eye area. And a lot of people that I see on social media really like this product because it helps them with putting eye makeup on subsequently after it has dried fully. Now, this Peter Thomas Roth product, it's not the only one on the street. Only one on the street? I don't know what I'm talking about. Peter Thomas Roth is not the only one to have an eye product that does this. Plexaderm, which you can buy at CVS, exact same thing. Now, I don't know how they compare as far as results that you get, but the same principle, sodium silicate dries on there as an astringent, and as it does that, it tightens things up. Now, some people are not gonna appreciate much in the way of improvement, and other people, especially those who have dry under eyes, they might actually notice that their wrinkles appear more prominent. If you have dry, fine wrinkles under the eyes, then this product may not be a good choice for you. Sodium silicate is a pretty drying ingredient. It's an astringent. Now, these products like the Plexaderm, the Peter Thomas Roth product, and others on the market, they of course add moisturizing ingredients to lessen that issue. But if you do have dry skin under the eyes, you may not enjoy this. Now, one individual in particular over on TikTok shared this earlier on, and that's kind of where it gained a lot of traction. And this individual actually has malar festoons, which are kind of different in the technical sense from under eye bags. Malar festoons form because the muscles under the eyes, for whatever reason, get weak, and the soft tissue underneath that starts to bulge out and drop down and pull the overlying skin with it. It's called malar festoons. Why people get these, it's not understood. Probably a combination of just age-related change in the skin, plus sun exposure, plus gravity. Malar festoons differ from under eye bags in that they actually extend down to the cheek. So you can imagine how this product that glides on the surface of the skin, as it dries down and tightens things out, it could probably have a temporary flattening effect of festoons and likely under eye bags as well. Is this a safe ingredient to be putting around your eyes? The greatest risk with this, as with any eye product, is going to be an irritant contact dermatitis. And because sodium silicate can be pretty drying and it actually can be pretty irritating, that may be a little bit more likely with a product like this as opposed to like your just straight up moisturizing eye creams and eye serums. And of course, anything that causes irritation can then make the under eye bag situation much worse for you just because of the inflammatory response bringing in fluid. It may cause you to rub your eyes. That's gonna worsen the appearance of dark circles. A lot of these things that you're trying to correct, if you develop an irritant contact dermatitis, ultimately it's gonna make these issues worse. But by and large, this is a safe ingredient. Like I said, not everybody is going to get these drastic results that people on social media are sharing, because some people's under eye issues are just actually gonna be made to appear more noticeable from a product like this because it is drying. But if you have festoons, prominent under eye bags, dark circles, a product like this may, as the name implies, temporarily improve the appearance of the under eye area. As long as you understand going in buying a product like this, that it's really just gonna give you a temporary cosmetic change, similar to the thought process behind using a concealer. Like when you use a concealer, you know in your head that you're not like actively changing the appearance of your under eye area. It's just camouflage. Now, if you do have malar festoons, what can you actually do to prevent them or get rid of them? Sun protection, I've always emphasized, is really important for keeping the skin around your eyes healthy. And so that is gonna be the most proactive thing you can do preventatively, but I would be lying if I said sunscreen was gonna take these away. It certainly won't. What about topical retinoids? You know, topical retinoids, we know they boost up collagen production in the skin and can have a skin firming effect. Unfortunately, topical retinoids are quite irritating around the eyes. Topical retinoids like tretinoin, they can end up drying out the eyes if they get too close to like your lid line. And we don't actually have studies looking at topical retinoids to improve the appearance of under eye bags. But as far as things that actually can improve the appearance of malar festoons are gonna be office-based procedures. Microneedling, radio frequency, and laser resurfacing, stimulating healing pathways that boost up collagen production and smooth out skin texture and skin tone and firm the skin. And then a more extensive, involved intervention is gonna be eyelid surgery, lower eyelid surgery to correct this blepharoplasty. I have a video as a side note on hooded eyes. I talk about blepharoplasty there for the upper eyes, but likewise, blepharoplasty would be the treatment that would give, you know, more drastic, sustained results. Yeah, every time I go into CVS, I always see Plexaderm there. So I don't know how it compares as far as price, outcome. I've never used one of these, but I do know how they work. Overall, the greatest risk with using a product like this is irritation, dryness, and contact dermatitis that ultimately can make your under eye issues much worse, including dark circles, prominent eye bags, and even malar festoons just by chronically rubbing the eyes. But by and large, they're safe to use if you so choose. And I think being an informed consumer, knowing how the product works and what it's supposed to do, you know, it makes it better, easier for you to decide whether or not you want to spend your money on it, because the Peter Thomas Roth product is $38, which for an eye product is pretty expensive. But if you do involve makeup, I can totally see wanting to use a product like this if you have a lot of redundancy in the skin under the eyes. Then the makeup ends up, you know, settling in the creases and it can be troubling, difficult to work with. So a product like this, I definitely can see a role for, so long as you understand that it is temporary. When it comes to under eye bags, some lifestyle changes can at least keep them from being more noticeable. One thing that aggravates the appearance of them, makes them more noticeable, is a high salt diet. If you've ever eaten like fast food or, you know, Chinese takeout can have a lot of salt in it. You wake up the next morning with more obvious under eye bags, more prominent dark circles. So just being mindful of your sodium intake, keeping, you know, hydrated, drinking fluids. Alcohol can certainly worsen the appearance of dark under eye circles and under eye bags. Poor sleep. Sleeping on your back with the head ever so slightly elevated can help too, because it facilitates fluid return to the heart and minimizes any pooling of fluid under the eyes, where the skin is more prone to accumulation of fluid just because it's much thinner. There are also a lot of caffeine eye creams on the market. Those can temporarily improve the look of dark under eye circles, but they're not going to deliver this like drastic skin tightening effect that is, of course, temporary, that sodium silicate does, because it's not gonna, you know, tighten down on the skin. But caffeine, it does have the ability to reduce redness and calm down swelling temporarily. So you may notice some subtle improvements with a caffeine-containing eye product. It would be great if there was something that we could do or recommend that would help reduce the age-related changes under the eye, as far as separation of that muscle and subsequent herniation of tissue that leads to festooning. But unfortunately, there's really nothing preventatively that can be done there. That's what I can tell you about these products. Let me know though in the comments, have you tried one of these eye products? Did you see drastic results, or did it end up worsening your under eye wrinkles, the appearance of dark circles? Let me know, because it's gonna be a hit or miss outcome for people. And 38 bucks, at least for the Peter Thomas Roth product, that's not inexpensive. But I can see how people would find it worth the price if it ended up working out for them. Too bad there's not like a sample size of it or something. I think that would be ideal, so people would know if it was worth it to them. It's gonna vary from person to person. Anytime I get the question, is this product worth it? It's really hard to answer that because worth it is always up to the individual, like their background skin type, what it is exactly they're expecting, what else they have going on as far as their skincare products, procedures, and it's more than just a blanket statement about any one given product. So for some people, I definitely can see how this product is worth it, but for others, it's gonna be a big flop. Has anybody tried the Plexaderm products? Like I said, I always see those in CVS. They might be a little less expensive. Anyways, you guys, on the end slate, I'm gonna put my video on puppy eyes, so check that one out if you want some more tips on skincare for around the eyes, minimize puffiness. But if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and as always, don't forget, sunscreen and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.